Tyler Campbell.
Media Vintage Sports Network presents Play-by-Play podcast with Jordan Hughes. Hello and welcome. Play-by-Play rugby and test match season is well and truly underway. It's been an absolute blockbuster weekend of rugby union. We're going to break it all down for you and preview the weekend ahead. Jordan Hughes with you alongside two of the faves, Reen Stowers, Tyler Campbell. Boys, how good was footy in the weekend, eh? How
Good.
Yeah.
Coming live from your musty couch.
Okay. Yeah, thanks to you two. You stink after footy training.
But you know what I saw? Caleb Clark commented on our riffing video.
Yeah, I didn't see that. What did he say?
Come on, boys. Don't knock the... He's trying to work at his craft. Don't knock him down.
Was he being like...
Just more hate.
Yeah, right. Okay, who cares? Let's take it.
Hey, in all fairness, it's smart from him. Got to get Angus Gardner on your side.
Yeah, it is tactical.
Kiwis could do with an extra ref on their side.
You know, pretty much every day I wake up to notifications from that video still.
Really?
Just getting reposted.
Yeah, I don't know why. Just randomly I went through it. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, like,
so much hate.
Oh, I know. Anyway, yeah, it's pretty funny.
Guys, it was a joke.
Yeah, but views, good for the...
I said I shouldn't say it.
Yeah, but you did.
That was my insurance, though.
Yeah, okay.
No, I wasn't laughing at him. I was laughing like from a point of view of someone running around the track thinking, what's going on here?
I agree with you. We agreed. It was funny. I stand by
just
it.
you two. Don't throw me in this.
I stand by it.
I don't laugh once.
All right, are you done? Anything else?
Oh, no, sorry.
No, good. How's your weekend?
Yeah, it was good.
Good?
Bit of footy.
Yep.
Our game wasn't too good.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. It's all right. We'll talk about this weekend a bit later on. Let's talk about some test match footy, boys. The Scott Robertson era is underway in New Zealand. 16 points to 15 over England. A hell of a game, boys. What did you make of it under the roof down in Dunedin?
For me, it's a good start for the All Blacks. Obviously, new coaching staff, sort of new group of players, a lot of experience left last year. If you're looking at Whitelock, Retallick, etc. And England's a team that's played, 7 test matches already this year? So for us, it was a big challenge, and I thought we stepped up to the plate, and it was good to come away with a tough win like that, because in the past, we've actually lost a lot of those close ones. You look at the World Cup final, we've sort of haven't done the right things at the right times. I thought the call at the end was 50-50, but...
Yeah, definitely. That could have gone either way.
Yeah, so I'm grateful for that, but... No, it was a good performance. Standout performer was obviously Severis was one. I thought Paddy Toops was good.
Yeah.
I thought TJ Perenara was playing outstanding before he did his knee.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought all around it was a good game. And credit to England. England's defence was outstanding.
Yeah.
Like their ability to reload and rush for 80 minutes of footy, and to be in a system where they stay connected and put pressure on a team like the All Blacks that like to play off the front foot and play when you're on the back foot. They did really well there, and it sort of negated the All Black attack. I thought early on the All Blacks were going to open them up, but they just kept going with their D. So be interesting to see the tactics and how it changes this week for the All Blacks now they've had one game.
There's like no dead bodies around the ruck, eh? When you're watching England's defense, no dead bodies. If you're not in the ruck, they're all eyes up, looking and Bro, I thought the major point that I took away from it was like such a physical game. Most games like that, you see it like sort of close down because of the physicality. They want to get tough carries. But like both teams were just throwing the ball around, like having a crack all over the field. You saw it just before half time, like the All Blacks. I mean, it ended up killing them. They ended up giving away a penalty and England got that kick. But... Bro, like they were just throwing it around, and under that kind of stress, pressure, I thought it was fucking unreal.
Test match footy, yeah.
Yeah, but that was like something that you don't see often.
The first test match of the year for the All Blacks too.
Oh.
I was going to get your take, obviously being a fullback. Stephen Perifetta, I thought he was very sharp.
Oh, he killed it.
Yeah.
He proved me wrong.
Credit to him. Like he's always had the talent, and having played against him for a few years, like his injuries really held him back. But he was awesome on the weekend, and he deserves to have that starting spot going into this weekend.
100%.
His feet was unreal.
I didn't even realise he was like that.
He's got really good late feet. It's not like a big step. He just sort of avoids contact.
And he's got some
really
wheels too, a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't realise he had that either.
He got through.
Yeah, it was good win in the end. What'd you make of DMAC?
Mixed bag.
Yeah.
It's hard when you're obviously a 10 that's small and you're sort of playing on that back foot and the rush D's coming.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was horrible. I think people don't like DMAC and go out to look for every little thing he does wrong. Did he light it up and make heaps of breaks and do stuff like that? No, but I think he's also a 10 that's going into a new system. He's playing with a 9. He hasn't really played much with in terms of Finlay Christie and TJ Perenara. So I thought he did his job. Obviously, his goal kicking's normally a bit better than that. But I think we'll see a bounce back from him this weekend. I think he'll be a lot better this weekend after having a game of test footy under his belt.
How was that call from the ref on his kick? I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, the timeout.
Yes,
He didn't
Bernard Foley.
No, but that's not the same. I've never seen like a conversion.
Like, yeah, on the minute.
And he wasn't like,
But the referee said it to him. Like
did he say anything?
Yeah.
I seen him go like this. I didn't hear anything
I don't know what
from
he was
the
actually
mic.
saying. He didn't speak very good English, but it looked like he was signaling.
Yeah, I
to
thought he
him.
was too.
Bit of this.
Yeah, it was crazy. You don't really normally see that. And imagine that in a World Cup final. That shit could really...
Bro, that was stressful.
But he was to the T of the law. Like, he was literally, as soon as you point out for the penalty, you get a minute.
Yeah.
I reckon if you went and looked at every other penalty kick and stuff throughout the other test matches, they would have gone well over the minute because most
Springboks
people still
win.
take their time.
Yeah, they get
Andre
like,
Pollard's got a long time in his kicking run-up.
it's like 90 seconds.
Yeah, it's a good point. You don't see that too much in the
It's
modern
good,
game.
though.
Yeah,
He
it's
played to the law.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's move on to the Wallabies, boys. The new era continued. 25-16 over Wales. A big-time win for this country. We definitely needed that. 13-10 at half-time. 35,000 in the stands. Good win.
Yeah, I was happy to see like the style that the Wallabies were playing, like, off the cuff, playing eyes up footy, like, and the epitome of that was Noah Ledicio's chip and chase for Lucan. Bro, that was gun.
Yeah.
Got them on the front foot straight away.
Yeah, I was very impressed. For me, up front, started well. Jeremy Williams, Rob Valentini, they were immense.
Physical
I saw.
as,
Yeah, what did you
eh?
make of the forward pack, firstly?
Taniela was my standout in the forward pack.
Yep.
Bro, he was popping.
Decimating that scrum. Getting in between the loose head and hooker.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk scrum terms, but I could sort of see he was separating the loose head from the hooker and going through him really well, and that set the tone for the physicality of the Aussie forward pack.
Well, general set
camera.
piece.
That camera, that's the only way now. That's
sky
the only
cam?
way I want to be able to see a scrum because, like, now I can see what's happening
Yeah,
as
it
well.
was sick. The kid had an option to watch Skycam the whole game if you wanted to. Yeah, it was
Nah, I think just for the scrums
Just the
because
scrums,
you can see actually what's going on. 'Cause
I
when
love
you're
that.
out on the backs.
sick. Skycam for a set piece backs move is sick to watch.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
watching that. But set piece wise, line and scrum went really good, which generally we haven't been very successful.
And it's sort of looking positive under this sort of new era, and I think Mike Cron is a big one that's in there, and people forget that he was the All Black scrum doctor for years. When we were at our peak and you know, the best team in the world, and our scrum was dominant and our set piece was dominant, he was the coach. So he's obviously rubbing off well on the Aussies, and kind of want to say I don't like it, but at the same time, I want Aussie rugby
good
to
for
grow.
the-
So
for
it's
the
good for
game.
the
Yeah,
game. and
I thought
it's
it was
good to
so
see.
good. Yeah.
Like, and I tell you, my big performer was on the weekend was Jake Gordon.
Yeah.
His box kick is such an asset at test level. To be able to kick in your 22
Over
and
the
kick
ruck.
over the ruck.
Yeah.
So most people won't know how hard of a skill it is. Like when you're on your right side, it's easy to box kick. But to kick over the ruck and kick it out near the
50 meters, bro.
Yeah, near the 50, 60.
Yeah.
It's a big asset because otherwise you've got to pass back to your 10 or back to your first receiver and bang it. And so you pretty much lose 15 meters to try and gain that same amount of yards. So it was a big asset for him. Defensively, he's really strong because he's a big body. And I think he's earned the sort of keys to the 9 jersey for the next sort of 12 months at least.
Yeah, I agree. Reed, that Tom Wright try, that was sick, wasn't it?
That was so filthy. And like you seen it, as soon as he got in that open space, he smiles.
Yeah.
He's showing teeth, gets to the fullback, out and
And
out.
did you see when he did that, he looked at the fullback too?
Yeah,
and you see the
look
ball
back.
just like sliding across. Yeah.
Oh, bro, I've never seen someone sliding on their hands and knees after getting beaten like that. And he slid like 5 meters.
Yeah.
Like,
It was fucking sick.
yeah, that was unreal. Straight away after the game, all through my Instagram feed, it was just that
Everywhere.
yeah.
Which is so good. We needed
Yeah,
that so badly.
100%.
It was nice to see a bit of Wallaby gold and some smiles on some fans' faces in Australia for once. Any takeaways on that one, Tyler?
I think the 35,000 is a positive.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big thing. Like, I know you look at some of the other international crowds, it's a lot bigger, but there's still 35,000 fans in, is it Sydney, they're at?
Yep.
They're watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, Melbourne, it'll be interesting to see what the turnout is there with,
Yeah.
no, with what's
You're such
happened.
a Melbourne hater.
No, with
No,
what's
with the
happened.
decision.
Yeah, I know.
With the decision, like, a fan's going to be going, you know, like, fuck you, like, you got rid of us.
Yeah.
We don't want to come and watch you play, like, whatever it is. But I hope there's a big turnout there, and then it just looks good. Like, I know international rugby is the epitome of our game, so it's good to see that the crowds are still strong there in Australia.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Wallabies are 1-1, which is good to see. They head to Melbourne this week, and I reckon there'll be a big crowd. I reckon Melbourne fans will get around it. They always support the sport down there. Let's go to the final match of the evening. South Africa 27, Ireland 20. 13-8 at one stage. Ireland had that disallowed try. Did you have a good look at this, Tyler?
I'll be honest, I only watched the highlights. I was dying.
Been
sick all week, guys,
sick,
so
yeah.
I didn't watch too much. No, that Irish try was phenomenal. And the way to flick and sort of everything that went into that was great footy to watch. But South Africa did what South Africa do best. They grind games out. They score when they need to score, and they win. And I think the big thing looking at all the matches is how close these games all were.
Yeah.
I think every line was covered in terms of teams being within that sort of... I think 11 was the highest line.
All the underdogs covered,
Yeah.
except for Argentina. But Here they were France were underdogs. Yeah,
France were the
they're all
underdogs.
covered.
All the underdogs covered.
Yeah.
You got to feel for James Lowe.
Yeah, he had a...
That's amazing to keep that ball in.
But
and then
Colby just pops up, eh?
Yeah, but he was dominating his opposite.
Is that Colby?
Or Low.
No. James Lowe was dominating his opposite. Like every time he got the ball
Aaron
1-on-1, he was getting around and finding opportunities for them to score. I thought he played well, and like that play is unreal. If you've got someone inside you, but like,
well, the coach said it was not James Floyd. The support on the inside should have been.
Oh yeah,
harder.
yeah. Like he's done so well to keep that and give his team an opportunity to, get back in the game, and then Chiz and Colby's just those 1%ers
Absolutely.
chasing the
And
kick.
he's got to be...
Like every good winger does.
There we go.
But he's got to be the epitome of 1%ers. You
Yeah.
look at the big play he made in the World Cup charging down that kick.
Yeah.
Like that's 2 now in the space of sort of 6 months. And if you're a young footballer watching, he's the guy that you sort of want to be. Like you've got those
100%.
little efforts are what are putting him above every other sort of winger in the world and making him a top tier winger.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Loftus as a venue and the anthems. Like that is rugby right there. That's on my bucket list. I want to see a game there.
Nah,
one
rugby's
day.
dead, mate.
But not ever there, mate. It was how good were the anthems. Like,
2 best anthems in the world, I reckon.
yeah, facts. It was. And did you see the singer like stopped and let the crowd sing the final verse?
Real?
Yeah, it was fucking sick.
They're so passionate.
Yeah, I love it.
both nations with their anthems, they're so passionate.
Yeah, so that was a good win for the Springboks in the end. And the final game, France 28 over Argentina 13. This was an upset, according to the book. But France, good. Argentina, terrible. Well, how do you see it?
The French are getting more and more scary.
Yeah,
And the reason I say that is that was a very young team.
without all their big dogs.
Without all their big dogs. I think their average age was like 21. I see they're playing 2 tests this weekend.
Oh, really?
They've got one against Uruguay on the Friday, and then they're playing...
Oh, they got like a
Like
France
a-
15, one of those things.
Yeah, but they're just both being thinked as France,
And it's the same team.
which could be a trapment thing. Yeah. No, it's
It's
not the
the
same team. It's not the
oh,
same team.
bro,
They're
I was gonna
two
say.
different 23s, but
Yeah.
they are building a crazy amount of depth. As I said, they'd won 3 under sort of 20s World Cups before
You say
COVID.
trapment thing?
Yep.
Are you on that conspiracy as well?
What did you say?
Trapment.
Trapment.
Oh,
Every nation's like just
They-
blooding in new
they
players so
play
they can't
them,
leave.
They get a cap,
Yeah.
and now they're stuck for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
That was just me being cheeky, because everyone says everyone says the All Blacks.
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, I've seen it. Eh?
Yeah.
I've seen it everywhere.
is it true?
What do you mean?
Did you do that?
Mate, we develop the player,
Okay.
and they come through the system, and
Yeah, tell him,
they want
Tyler.
to play for the
Tell
All
him, tell him.
And don't get me wrong, like a lot of Pacific Island boys are there. Most of them are born in New Zealand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
they're second, third generation.
Amen.
You get the couple. You get like your Severis and your like Samasoni Takeaho that were born, but they went to school in NZ.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they still had their system, and they want to play for the All Blacks. And I guess money's a big factor in it too at times, because you get a bit more money playing for the All Blacks than you do playing in the island nations at the moment. So that's what I was getting with the trapment.
Yeah, I gotcha. And then other news, other results: Scotland over Canada, Japan beat the New Zealand Maoris, Fiji over Georgia, and Samoa big win over Italy. Your
What a
man.
comeback!
685.
How good?
What a comeback!
What was the score at half time? Do you know?
I can't remember exactly, but they just scored like 3
Yeah.
tries, like outstanding tries to come back and win that game. And Italy were not dominant, but they were very good in the Six Nations. Like
Yeah, they were guns.
they beat Wales. I think they drew with France.
France, yeah.
Did they fall back play?
They just lost to
I don't
England. No, he didn't. He was the only one that didn't play. Oh, I didn't
I
see
saw
him
Monty
named.
play, didn't he?
Monty played. I think the other liner played.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of what his name is. I know, but the liner boy played.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's good to see some great results and like even results around the different nations around the world. On the tipping front, it was 4 from 8, me 4 from 8, and Tyler 3 from 8 when we did betting outright and then against the spread. You had the Irish to win. That was the difference in the end. Damn it. So yeah, anyway, the show goes on. Let's roll into this week, boys, because the test matches keep on moving. We head to Eden Park in Auckland this weekend. The All Blacks against England, $1.22. The All Blacks, $4.20. The Palms, 10.5 is in line. Finn Christie comes in as the one change, and Cortez Ratima, a potential debut off the bench. Happy with the team? Finn
Yeah, I like that there hasn't been an abundance of changes.
Yeah.
We're building a bit of continuity going into the Rugby Championship. Even though we've wrapped up the two-game series and get the trophy off England, whatever it is, that's not the biggest of concerns. I like that we're trying to build some continuity. It's looking like this is going to be sort of our best 15, with maybe a couple of changes, like Bodie comes in or whatever else they do with that back row. Caleb Clark's another one that could be fighting his way in there. So it's good to see that. Finlay Christie's an interesting one. He copped a lot of hate online because he was quite slow to the breakdown, but that can be an easy fix, getting there a little bit quicker.
Yep.
I'm excited to see how Cortez goes. Having seen him as an 18-year-old and being like, this kid's a freak, like this kid's got a future. So to see him in there now and someone that could sort of cement himself in the 23 for the next sort of 4 years, it'll be interesting to see how he goes off the bench. And did you say Eden Park?
Eden Park. Haven't lost there since 1994.
Fortress.
48 games in a row. How crazy is that?
Mate,
Unreal.
I think, and then it's like they always talk about them playing a Bledisloe game there.
Yeah, just stop.
Just stop. It's not fair. Like, no, they play the Bledisloe games there. And I think Aussies was like 1983 or something was the last time they won there. Yeah. Like, it's just, I don't know why Eden Park is such a fortress.
There?
Yes. I've had 3 or 4 games there.
Yeah. Have you watched the game there? Footy? Have you like been there to watch it? What is the go?
It's a nice, it's a very good field.
Yeah.
I actually know,
Eden.
Fun fact. So the grass there is slightly longer than most other
I
fields.
think we've discussed it before, actually.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. It's 35 mil. That's not that much.
How do you know that?
He measured it.
No, one
you
of
know
my-
how he was playing games? He's like, oh, this looks a bit...
I was measuring
it.
it. Nah, because one of the boys was a groundskeeper at the Waikato field, and he just went on a rant about it one night. A couple of beers, when you start talking absolute gibberish.
That's a good beer
Just
stat.
those random fun facts, just to
And then
make
you
you a
start,
little
like,
bit
you start
smarter than
having
your
youngsters.
mates.
Mate, did you know, like at Waikato, we cut the field at 28 mil. So when you go up to Eden Park, I think I had tight calf. I got cramped for the first time at Eden Park. And he's like, yeah, it's because the grass is kind of tight. It's like 35 mil. And it was just like
I've waited all
shit
night.
yarn.
I've waited all night to
I've
drop
got
this
one
fact.
for you.
I
Listen here, mate.
I never forgot the fact about the grass being different measurements.
Well,
Because I was like, I got to wear longer sprigs when I play at Eden Park.
Yeah, now I'll remember that forever.
Now I'm giving the tips to all the international teams if they come and watch the podcast.
Yeah. Bloody oath. What?
Heaps of them.
Heaps.
Yeah.
Heaps.
Hey, Caleb Clark.
Caleb, listen.
Yeah,
Thanks,
Caleb
boys.
listens.
On the England, I forgot to mention Furbank for the fullback for England. He was gone, I thought. Did you get much of a look of him?
Does he have any air left in his lungs?
Yeah, he got fucking
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Bro.
No, outstanding. Had a great game, don't
Good
get me
game,
wrong.
yeah.
But those 2 hits, imagine standing
Also,
there for
that
a
was a
poor
pilfer.
high ball. Yeah, pay that. But standing there for a high ball and you've just got this big Fijian coming at you
Fucking
and you're
good
going,
luck. Yeah,
Bro,
tough.
what do you do?
Not much.
you catch it and then
It's called
hope he kind of misses a little bit.
Hope you can turn sideways.
No, you know what you do? You jump.
He did twice.
Yeah, I know, but
Ugh.
you just got to jump hard.
All right, boys, picks on this one.
uh,
I know you're going to obviously all ABs to win.
yeah.
What are your thoughts on that 10.5 number? Is it close again? Or will they crack on here?
Eden Park, I reckon the All Blacks will cover the line.
Tyler?
It's a funny one because for me, this is such a tough game for Razor.
Yeah.
Second game, get to win in his first one. It was quite close. You sort of been like, relax, it's your first win. Now you got to go to the Fortress, and if he loses that record,
Yeah.
fans are gonna blow up.
And this is the most losable game there in a while.
Yeah,
I'd-
100%.
I'd say,
Oh,
yeah.
we had Ireland there a couple of years
Did
back.
they play at Eden Park?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the one game we won out of the 3.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things that people were like, oh, Foster didn't even lose at Eden Park. So it's a tough game, but I
Pressure,
think, yeah, like the pressure's there, but they won't be talking about that. So it's whether there's a media or anything that sort of starts bringing up that pressure. But for me, I back the All Blacks here, and I back the All Blacks to cover the line, and I think they're going to be a lot better than they were last week. A bit more continuity, a bit more now having played against England and seeing how they defend, being able to sort of pick apart little things that are going to help them sort of get in behind that gain line and make England play off the back foot.
That's also something that you sort of notice, like looking at the coaches' boxes after both Wallabies and All Blacks games. Normally, like your team wins, the coaches like look like they've got a bit of confidence. Both boxes would like sort of look like, first win.
Yeah.
Like I've got my first win. Okay, now we can
that's
start
huge.
building.
Stress.
Yeah. Look, that's exactly what it looked like. Like stress just get like going away.
Well, Joe Schmidt was on his feet the whole game.
Yeah.
Which is weird because he's got a lot of international experience.
Yeah.
But I think he's taken the hardest job in the world.
Yeah, this is a tough gig for him.
100%.
We'll get to that in a moment. Try scorers you like in this AB's game?
I think Sevu would be obviously one to get over again.
Yeah, he cashed me last week, which is
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
I like Mark Talea and Cody Taylor personally.
Yeah, I was thinking Cody Taylor was my next bet.
Yeah.
I think
I'm
Cody Taylor
thinking-
off the back of them all.
Finley for a sneaky one.
Oh, yeah. He'd be playing a bit of juice there too.
He
I'll
sneaks in quite a bit, eh?
I'll throw you one, and I thought someone that brought a lot of dominant carries off the bench, and I think will come on earlier this week, is a Sofa or more.
That's my boy.
He
Yeah,
was
okay.
outstanding off the bench at sort of that rush D would come, but he's so powerful, he'd be able to fight in behind and give New Zealand that quick ball.
Yep.
So he's one I think to watch coming off the bench for a try score. I don't think you can actually bet on him though.
You can't. They don't do bench players. But anyway, AB's to win in game number 2. Let's go to Australia versus Wales in Melbourne, $1.22. The Welsh $4.20. The line is also 10.5 on this one. Charlie Cale at number 8. Starting position, Donaldson on the bench. Nick White gets the crack on the bench. For the Welsh, Liam Williams shifts to the wing and Cameron Winnett comes in at the fullback position. Do Wales muster anything up here, or is it going to be a blowout?
I think it's still hard to tell with both of those. It's still hard to tell with all the games. Like,
Yeah.
I think after the second test, we'll sort of get a better read of like where everyone's sort of sitting. But I'm gonna back the Wallabies again. Like I like the way that they were playing.
It was good.
For me, the Welsh didn't offer anything outside of their maul. Like I don't think they ever looked like scoring.
Not
The
out
set
wide.
the set piece was getting eaten.
Yeah, like they didn't really have much going on in their backs. They didn't really have big breakouts or anything that I can remember. The only time they looked like they could score was when they got a penalty and kicked to the corner and sort of backed their maul to get over.
Yeah.
So on that, I think Australia would know to be a lot more disciplined around that sort of middle of the field zone. And I think I backed them to get the done. What's the line for them?
Same 10.5.
And I backed them to cover the line.
Yeah, I'm gonna cover as well.
I'll join you. Yeah, they should do it.
Expect a
do it
bounce
well.
back from Noah too.
Yeah.
And not that he played bad last week.
I don't think he played terrible.
No.
It was just the
He
multiple.
was hot and cold. Like for
Yeah.
every 3 good things he did something that people were like, oh, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
And then he'd do another 3 good things, but then you always go back to the moment. Like the crossfield kick to Callaway.
Yeah.
Big point in the game. We probably should have gone hands.
Hands we score.
Score, yeah, but Callaway catches that and
Yeah,
scores.
if it comes off, it's
we are
under.
going nuts. For
Yeah.
it. We're saying how good, eyes up footy, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, facts.
Boom, it
You
puts
can't
Aussie
win, can
that bit ahead, and then, that's the game.
See, I like that as well. Like, just a little bit less, and that was definitely the option.
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah, it's
scored.
just a touch too deep.
Yeah, just a touch
Well,
too deep. But like,
Would have been, but I still think like the simple hands was the option. He probably overplayed, and that's going to happen to someone that's coming back in that wants to prove like, hey, I never should have lost this Wallabies 10 jersey. You start to overplay to sort of show people that, hey, this is still my jersey.
I can do it all. Yeah.
he's definitely a confidence player as well. Like once he's firing, bro, like the flick passes come out, like he starts getting flary.
Running lines off the halfback.
Yeah, bro, it's exciting. It's
So
like
I think he'll bounce back this week, and he would have got that one out of his system, and now he'll just concentrate on, okay, how can I be the best I can be for this team?
I like it. Try scorers.
I'll go Callaway.
I done Gunu last week.
Safe.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Um,
Good pick. Yeah, I like.
I'm going to back a
Callaway.
Charlie Cale.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was outstanding off the bench.
Yeah, he was
Got
aggressive.
really over the gain line, and he's good in that wide channel. So I'm backing a Charlie Cale this week.
He's so good in that wide channel. Like you can't really defend him 1-on-1 because he's getting the ball free.
Yeah, the man can move.
So he gets advantage line like really well, and I think that's what people were questioning, like the physicality. But I mean, if you got like a skill set like that, it kind of
He was
speaks
physical.
for itself. Yeah, exactly.
He got on at 8 and got over the gain line every time. Is Wrongers injured? Liam Wright?
I haven't seen anything about it actually.
Yeah, because like to be captain 1 week and then
I don't think it's
another
injured. I think
23.
it's
maybe rotation.
yeah. I don't know. I like the Fezler to for a try. He came close last week. I'll back him to get it done this week.
Hey, do you remember when I called for Billy Pollard to make the Wallaby squad? Do you remember that?
He's in there.
And you were like, oh, who's that? bench hooker for.
You know he's
Rebels.
made. You know he's already capped. For the
Really?
Wallabies, he got a cap like years ago in Argentina. One game off the bench or something.
Did he?
Yeah, who was coach then?
He's my age.
Yeah, he's had one cap, random.
Years ago.
When Rennie was
Well,
coach.
Yeah, Rennie,
Remember they had that
Holy.
year, that was 2 years ago.
which feels like a lifetime ago.
22.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you got to
Pretty
remember,
young.
they had like 37 injured squad
Yeah.
members
Yeah.
and sacked Rennie because of it.
Yeah. Yep. All right, boys, let's go to South Africa versus Ireland. $1.26, the Springboks. $3.80 are the Irish. 9.5's the line. South Africa have named exactly the same 23. Yet to see an Ireland team. Can Ireland respond?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Bro, that South Africa team is just.
Unreal.
Someone who's been sick all week and sits on rugby threads,
Hmm.
it sounds like there's about 7 Irish players out.
Yeah, and see, old mate,
What, from
they're
injuries?
starting 9, broke
So
his
they
leg.
had two
something.
two concussions, starting 9, broken leg. Is it Sheenan? There's something going on with him. He's apparently done his knee. There was like a list of players that are potentially injured going into this
South
week.
Africa be doing that.
Yeah.
So
Well, they're missing Mac Hansen, I reckon.
Bro, I think that is the one team that like we can all look at and be like, yeah, we know how this team's going to perform.
As in
because
Springboks.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because like it's barely changed over like 8 years.
All the experience
I
guys.
like. Are they, like you said last week, are they looking to bring this team through to another World Cup, you reckon?
I don't think they can
No,
do
they
it. I
can't,
think
man.
Surely they're old as
Wheelaroos
is.
like 34. Isn't
Bro,
he?
nah, he is. I don't know. He's doing something to stay in that team. He just-
But what you can do with a team like that is you can start dropping in young ones to learn what to do,
Yeah.
and then slowly drop him in. Okay, that one falls out. The next one comes in.
yeah,
rather
like
than making
like
a
the
big
All Blacks
flip.
were sort of doing
Yeah.
through the
All
dynasty.
Blacks have done it
Yeah.
for years.
I reckon he wanted to prove a point in this series. Just destroy Irish with his best, then he might give some cracks in the rugby championship.
Well, because Irish are still claiming they were the world number 1.
I hate that take, eh? They're dreaming.
Oh, we got robbed. Like,
Yeah,
so
stop.
it's fair, fun, and I reckon they'll win both, and then he'll start.
They're claiming
mixing
number
matches.
one.
Well,
Like,
that's been
they've
the
been
whole
claiming
media
it
They
thing.
didn't even make the final.
Yeah, they've been claiming it since
Yeah.
the World
Did
Cup.
they make
that
the-
we only lost
did they make
one
the
game.
semis? No, they made the semis, didn't
No,
they?
they got lost to New Zealand in the quarters.
Quarters. Yeah.
Number
Anyway,
one.
We be like that.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, we be like
How
that.
are we not number 2?
I don't
That's the
know.
question.
Because they've
We
been
haven't-
playing,
we
they've
haven't
been playing Six Nations,
That's
yeah.
why. Yeah.
But we haven't been losing. Like
Yeah.
our record shouldn't have changed.
So we saying the Springboks to cover and win? 9.5?
Yep.
Yeah. I like Cheslin Colby.
Look at that,
Keep it moving.
getting us off the All Black chat.
Oh,
Yeah, don't start us. Jealousy is a bad look on
what do you
you.
mean? I'm very pro New Zealand rugby. What are you talking about?
For me,
Chelsea's
one
an
of the
ugly-
hookers,
Huh?
well, whoever the one of the hookers for, well, you can't even bet on Malcolm Marks, can you?
Bench, no.
Nah, well, I bet on the starting hooker. I bet on him last week and he didn't get over, but this week I think he does the job off him all.
Thoughts, big dog?
I'll go, not Colby, that other fella.
Aronson?
Yeah,
Aronson, think
he's rapid.
Yeah, got that.
Bro, when he got in space,
How was that first try, by the way?
oh my goodness.
Khaleesi, quick hands, bang.
He's just rapid.
Yeah.
Once he got it, it was like, nah. He didn't even look for a pass. He was like, I'm taking him on.
Where did Khaleesi come from?
As
He
in,
had such an average season for
he got
Racing.
called fat and slow by the president
Yeah.
of I think
but he played for Racing and he had a terrible season.
Bro, and I was
and
talking
he
to
comes back on
Van.
the weekend and kills it.
I was talking to Van, and he goes, that's what
Talking to who?
French rugby's like. Van, our forwards coach.
Oh,
He's
Humphreys,
like,
yeah.
yeah, he's like, that's what French rugby's like. If you don't perform well because they're so passionate about their footy, bro, their general manager could make everyone hate you until you want to opt out of your contract and leave. Like they fully
It's so
like
aggressive.
yeah, they'll like turn on their players and be like, nah, he's not doing what he meant to.
It's all these billionaire owners. They don't care.
Same as
Yeah.
like
To be
Julian
fair, he didn't
Savia.
play well.
Julian Savia, when they
Yeah.
took him over there, he's a winger. They take him over there, try to chuck him in inside centre, and then they like start packing a sook because he's not doing what they thought he would do in a position that he's unfamiliar to.
Yeah, crazy. And on the French, they take on Argentina once again. The Argies are favourites once again, $1.52. France, $2.45. The line is 4.5. Do you see anything from the Argies here? Do they bounce back? It's a tough one to pick. This
They
one.
should at home.
Yeah, they should, but they were so bad last week. They were terrible.
With the RGs though, like once they start winning the physical battle,
Yeah.
like you're in for like a shit fight to try beat them. Like once they get a sniff in, sort of like island teams. Once they get a sniff in, like you're
They're a momentum sort of.
yeah,
conference team.
100%. So
Picks?
it could go anyway, but I'm going with France still.
France? Tyler?
I'm going to back Argentina this time.
Okay.
I think they bounce back at home and sort of get going. I think they would have copped a bit in the media and whatnot. And doesn't help that their soccer team's doing really well at the moment.
Yep.
So I think they'll want to get one back.
Shout out to Canada.
Do they cover?
Not like us.
Yeah.
Do they cover?
What was the line?
4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cover it.
All right, I'll go Argentina win, France cover. Keep it close this time around
There you go. The French won. It was today, that game I was talking about against Uruguay.
against Uruguay.
43-28.
Oh, is that what the Tuolangi highlight was from? I thought
Must
that was
have
an
been.
old one.
No,
The
that
big-
must have been
the
today.
big 120
He
kilo
like
lob.
ran through like 8 players.
Ridiculous. All right, they're the big four. Let's talk about some other games quickly. Just get your picks on these ones. We'll fire through them. USA, Scotland,
Scotland.
Tonga, Italy,
Italy,
Yeah.
Canada, Romania,
Canada.
Samoa, Spain,
Samoa,
Japan, Georgia.
Japan.
Yeah.
There we go. We all agree. Lovely. So plenty of
What
footy.
about Namibia, Portugal?
Okay. I'll go.
Namibia.
I'll go Portugal.
I'm going Portugal too.
I don't even know.
Portugal were great at the World
That
Cup.
was good. Yeah.
Namibia's in Africa, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Namibia.
Chile, Belgium. There's actually so much on.
It's heaps of footy. It's great.
Belgium.
We're fucking a diverse show. We get them all.
Paraguay, Hong Kong.
Or back Hong Kong.
Yeah,
Okay,
back
Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong.
Hong Kong's
So
got-
they got 7s.
Yeah,
They've
they
got a
got
proper rugby system over there.
set up. Lovely. There we go. That's footy.
Is that all of them?
Yeah,
That's
that's all of them.
yeah.
Now the next ones are next week.
Also, do you guys see the under 20s situation at all? Have you followed this?
Yeah, how insane is that?
How fucking stupid.
What?
Shit for Aussie.
Yeah, it got
What
rained
happened?
out,
So they
so
got rained out, so they'll miss out on playoffs.
they cancelled the game.
But
Australia's
in
done.
saying that, they lost to Italy, so they had to beat Ireland.
I know, but
It was a big ask to beat Ireland as it was. Like, at
Oh,
least have a
poor
chance.
them. Poor them.
I'll stop.
My Oz 20s year, we got cancelled because of COVID.
Ugh.
At least you went there at the tournament and then get you.
Imagine how anticlimactic.
What do you mean? I didn't get a cap.
All the kit.
Hang on, they get to
Oh,
stay
the
there.
kit.
Oh, that's the worst
Bro, we
part.
were meant to get RM Williams suits.
Oh no.
And we lost. And I was like, we were getting fitted for it. And I was like, fuck, this is going to look clean.
He was getting a size bigger to grow into it.
Nah. I was getting it tight. So when I go over to Italy, order.
Yeah, but New Zealand in the semi-finals, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think they played their game either.
Yeah,
they
they
played till halftime.
Yeah, they were destroying Spain.
It was like 43-5 at halftime, and then they just they rained it off.
But look,
and said, "That's done."
like, what are we doing here? I know it's wet, but like, at what point? I don't know.
It's
It's
not just
fucking
wet.
rugby.
Okay, it was.
Well, it wasn't lightning or anything.
Puddles?
No.
Wait, actually, could you drown in a puddle at the bottom
Remember
of
the
a ruck? Was
SFS
it
a
that
few
bad?
weeks ago in
Yes,
Super? It was
it was that times 10.
okay.
Times 10?
It was probably worse than that.
Yeah, that's a ruck death.
Like,
Straight up, that's drowning at the bottom of a ruck.
player
You almost
safety
drown at
first,
the bottom
Jordy.
of a ruck with no water.
Yeah,
You
fair.
gotta think, World Rugby does not need to be.
We don't need a drowning. No,
We don't need
No,
drowning in
no.
the sewing.
Got
Fair.
CTE,
Yeah, we got enough people trying to come
paralysis.
for it.
Yep.
We don't need a death by
The game didn't
drowning.
look after me.
Alright, fair enough. Sternum tackles.
Oh, yes.
You got a lot of love on that.
Get rid of that shit.
Oh, here we go.
Bro, do you see my
I
comment on
saw it, mate.
QPR?
I saw it.
Everyone loved it.
Yeah, of course I did.
Like, I got like 30 likes or something.
Should
What
say-
did you write that on?
On QPR's post. Get rid of the sternum.
I
Or
didn't see it.
because they posted like a vintage game from way back. And
Oh.
in the
It's
ruck,
like
bro.
UQ brothers there.
Oh my goodness, those rucks, they're just sprinting in, like kicking and shit, like straight up.
Yeah,
Looks
watch
crazy.
it. We're on to talk about some club rugby. You see the game of the weekend, UQ brothers draw.
Yeah, what a comeback from brothers.
Right, hectic. 26-0 at half time.
Way to ruin the mood, eh? Bringing up club rugby.
Well, we'll talk about this week. GPS boys, big one. How you feeling on the bounce back?
Big one. Ed, look, before we do move on, I've got to give credit to Norths.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, we can sit here and sulk and, people can talk about it being an upset, but we've got to give credit to how they've turned around. Like, they've won 3 of their last 4.
Yep.
And they're a team that's growing. And, they gave it to us on the weekend. They turned up in that first half, had the win, took their 24-point lead, and we couldn't chase them down. And it just shows how much they're improving. And they have such good culture at their club.
I was just about to say that. They got such a good culture. Like,
had
they all
30,
stayed
40
down.
people, stay in the
Yeah.
club after
Yeah, when
the
I got
game.
back late, there was guys in there watching the footy.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was awesome.
They stayed there for ages, and then I asked like one of the boys. I was like, "Oh, what are you doing tonight?" I was like, "Oh, we got a big Airbnb. We're all staying down here."
That's sick.
Yeah, I know. Like, and even when we went up, like the thing that they put on for us.
Like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
And it's good to see, they're the true club of sort of club rugby. I
Yeah,
reckon, in
yeah.
And they're
terms
winning
of-
some games now.
And
which
now
is-
they're winning, and that's good to see.
On North, I want to touch on obviously Jordan Luke. We see what's happened to Jordan. QPR legend obviously had a pretty serious injury to his arm. He's lost full mobility in his arm, so obviously wish Jordan all the best.
Big shout out. If you find the GoFundMe page,
Yeah.
get it and donate, because poor fella can't even work properly and
Yeah,
stuff at the
it's
moment.
terrible.
So,
And he's a gun footy bloke too.
I had a good chat to him about it on the
Bit of
weekend.
bloke as well.
Yeah.
Cause you know he's had obviously the shoulder issues,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, you done your shoulder again? And he goes, nah, it's done. And I was like, I thought, oh, he's just retiring. Then he
Yeah.
told me about it, and I was instantly like in shock.
This is Rob Horn
Yeah.
injury, I think. Same sort
So
of.
there's the nerves that are in your sort of shoulder. He managed to crush it, and he actually he was paralyzed on like the whole of left or right side. I can't remember what side. I think it might be right side of
I
his
think
body.
it's right, yeah.
So the whole right side of his body, and then obviously went off and got checked. He's got movement in his legs, obviously back walking, but he was saying that he only has like a half squeeze as his movement in his arm at the moment. So
And does it get better in time? Like, will some of it continue to come back?
well,
You
that's
don't
what
know.
we're hoping.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously, we're praying.
Yeah.
I think the QPR family's all praying for him. And
Absolutely.
can hope that he can get movement back and sort of live a normal life, because it's sad to see one of our rugby brothers go down.
Absolutely. And North's doing a big fundraising effort at their home game this weekend. Big fundraiser auction after. So if you're around in Brisbane, go check it out and support the North's boys and Jordan Luke. On your side of things, boys, take on the Gallopers this weekend. It is the Channel 9 game, free to air. So how are we feeling? Eager to bounce back, I'm sure.
Yeah, Tyler told me he's really keen for the TV interviews.
Yeah,
And he can't wait,
Had a
you
lot of
know.
I think rookie's sideline, so he'll be doing
All
it.
right, we're going to have to message him and ask him to not come to me at halftime,
I wonder who they'll choose.
because I need at least 5 minutes of breathing
I might get him to choose
before
you.
I
No,
interviewed.
I'd seen you look at me. I
We're
wonder
all
who they'll
just
choose.
mates.
No,
How's your half going? Yes, we're just mates.
You're lucky I'm not calling it, otherwise I'd be getting you for sure.
fuck, and I'll be blowing up on live TV and everyone would hate rugby.
No, just shout at the pod. All good.
Yeah. How's the game? Yeah, the podcast is going really good, you know. Play by play.
Yeah, let's go, boys.
Follow Apple Podcasts,
So, what-
YouTube.
You know, in the post game ones, they give you the headset.
Yeah.
Do they? What do they?
Well, you won't get the
Oh, no.
headset. He'll be there on site.
Yeah, I did the halftime one last.
I've done the headset with you before.
Oh, funny. We did Jeeps last year, and I had to do the halftime interview.
Yeah.
And I've done that, and I'd split my boot. I was tired as, and I sort of got through it. Tried to answer everything I could think they would ask
was
in like the first.
It was Dallin, I think.
With Dallin.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was like, okay, like, and it wasn't that I wasn't in the mood to do it. It was more like my boots split. I need to get my boots fixed. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
when you just got that little bit of panicking.
Yeah.
By the time I'd run back and got to our huddle, I was so confused because there was a story going on about someone pissing in a toilet.
Oh my goodness, bro.
What?
I won't
Are
go
we
into-
allowed to?
We won't go into too much
No,
detail, but it was
no.
one of the funniest stuff. I was
Fucking
so
hell.
confused after our interview, and I remember going back to the second half of Cheaps like, what the fuck did I miss at halftime?
Bro, and you know how, Connor was in our team then. And you know how he has like the most infectious laugh ever? Bro, me and him were just
Connor-
cracking up.
Michael Downey.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, me and him were just cracking up in our team chat.
So I was pumped, like finally got my bootstraps, and I come back to that going,
What's going on here?
what?
That was an epic game too, the GPS one. 90-minute thriller.
Yeah.
That was
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's a happy hunting ground generally, so good luck this weekend, boys.
Yeah, looking forward to it, and obviously they're a good side who's well and truly in the hunt for finals.
They
I
are,
think
yeah.
we have like a slim chance, and obviously we want to take that chance, but they're one that is sort of in there, coming off a good win against Bank, and they're a good side.
Yeah.
They've got big forwards, they've got very quick backs. I'm not sure if they'll have Floyd playing because he destroyed us last time, so he might be on the rest with the Reds playing next Friday night.
Yep.
Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Not that we don't want to play the best players, but he's a mission to tackle
He's a
that
weapon.
kid.
Yeah, he's a good player.
So yeah, looking forward to it, and it's just about for us. It's just about turning up.
Yeah.
We just got to get up there, and you're gonna cop some heat from the glue factory.
Yeah, they throw chat. Oh, God.
and it's good.
There's
It's
gonna
the
be a lot
culture
of
you need in club
podcast
rugby.
chat.
I hope so. It's good.
Are you going to be there?
No, I won't be. I got Sunnybank Brothers.
Fuck, I'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear about
get
it.
all of it.
It's good.
It's tough.
Love it. Yeah, it's good, mate. We're doing some good shit.
Yeah, I know. It's hard though because I'm trying to focus on the game.
Well, does
But, like
it not-
sometimes the chat's like,
It's
fuck,
funny.
it's pretty good,
Oh,
eh?
I laugh, bro. I
And then
smile.
sometimes I want to turn around and be like,
Yeah, but
that was fucking shit. Like
yeah.
See, I do.
against West,
I'm bad for it.
against West, it was funny as like someone said something and then all of them were like, that was fucking shit. And I like started ripping on him and I was like laughing, eh?
That's what club rugby is all about. That's why it's so good.
Yeah, 100%.
Before we wrap up, anything else happening around the sporting globe and beyond? You want to
Team
touch-
USA today on the basketball.
Oh,
Got a win
Canada?
against Canada.
Yeah, I
Almost lost to the invitational side. So Cooper
Really?
Flagg projected the first pick in next year's draft.
Yeah.
Had a blinder against the USA team that's stacked with like LeBron, Curry, all that.
Did you see what Anthony Edwards said?
Yeah, but that guy's on his own planet. But but that's why he's so good.
He's like, I'm still the number one option. everyone else can fit around me.
That's what he said.
You got the most points today.
Straight up
He
said
took
that.
way too many shots, though. Like today, he was very selfish.
Beast. It's been cool. Olympics coverage now. Everyone's naming their teams. Yeah, I can't wait.
Been watching a bit of the, or not really watching, but tuning in and out about the soccer, the Euros.
Yep.
That's been entertaining.
Yeah, England, a chance to bring it home, as they say.
England, Argentina.
England, Spain.
England, Spain.
Yeah, Argentina's in the other one, Copa
And the
America.
other one. That's
Yeah.
right. That's
Oh, the receiver. Have you seen that?
right. I
Receiver?
haven't watched it yet. But
Yeah,
I've
Where's
watched
this
it.
come out?
It's
The
come
new-
out.
That's out
this
now.
day.
Oh, who are the three?
I haven't seen it either.
Who are the...
I'm going to say Justin
there's more.
Jefferson
So
will be
there's
one.
Jedders. What's it? Yeah, Jedders. Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amon St. Brown.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I think it's
I'm doing 4.
George Kittle. George Kittle's in there.
Yeah,
George Kittle,
yeah,
Debo, and like
yeah.
a
Is it actually on
duo
Netflix
one.
now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure it's
fuck.
So
out.
get in
Okay.
there and watch it. It's out.
Yeah, sick. Okay, I love the QB
So
one.
I know
last
the
year.
Amon
Yeah.
St. Brown one. They did the bit. They do a celebration. He talks about the Key and Peele one where he's like,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're like, "Hey, you go do." And the actual ref told his coach, if he did one more pump, I was gonna throw a flag.
Really? Fuck, hectic.
And have you seen the Key and Peele skit?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Oh,
gotta watch it.
it
It's so funny. He does this, like he's doing the thrust.
Yeah.
And the ref's waiting for him to do one more to drop the
drop
flag.
the
And he's
Yeah,
like,
it's like three.
It doesn't do it.
Yeah.
he does. No, he does
Three
this, and
thrusts.
He throws the
Yeah.
penalties. It's so funny.
Fuck, love it. Okay, I'll check that out. Anything else, boys, before we wrap up?
Looking, not that I can think of.
No, it's just been all about test match footy.
Been great.
Love it. Life's good.
Get
into
rid of
some
the
rugby.
sternum law.
Yeah.
Every time now. Right?
Yeah,
No, but
every
on a
time.
serious note, go out and watch some rugby this week.
I agree.
Get into the international rugby. It was quality on the weekend. The crowds are big. If you're in Melbourne, go down and watch. If you're in Auckland, go and watch. I just think it'd be good to sort of get those crowds back over here because we're seeing it overseas at the moment that the crowds are massive. So
Yeah.
I want to go to the one that's up here when Aussie plays Georgia. Is it up here?
We're playing Springboks here.
Oh, no. There's a game that we can't watch it next week because we've got club rugby at the time.
We're playing the Brothers game, 4 p.m. kickoff. Yeah,
4 p.m. kickoff. And
I
the Oz
think
game's
the-
like 2 o'clock.
I think the last game the year we're playing at midday because there's a game in Brisbane.
Against South Africa.
Yeah, I think they go. I think we play. I think it's a,
Oh,
I think
that'll
it's a-
be
UQ.
gun.
I think it's a midday kickoff. UQ.
Oh, we might have to go watch that one.
Yeah,
Which could be
100%.
good.
Oh, so that we can go watch
Yeah,
it?
yeah. That's why.
Actual?
That's why they bring on the games. That's yeah.
So hang on, we won't finish till like 2. And
Like if you're 2:30 kickoff, you could be push it,
we're pushing it.
and we should try and do that. That'd be good.
Yeah, that would be gun.
Anyway, all right. And as Tyler said, enjoy your test match footy. Get involved. Check these boys out on 9 Gem 3 p.m. kickoff on Saturday afternoon. Thanks for your company. We'll see you next week.